Did you know that Plytics has a really simple way for you to monitor how much of certain information each product has in your system and how much you have left to add? It's called a completeness attribute, and that's what we're gonna look at now. I'm Manuela with Plytics, and in this video, you'll learn all about these attributes, how they work, how to create them, and how to use them in different ways. I'll also finish up with a handy trick that can save you so much time and stress when you're syndicating your data to multiple channels, so stay tuned for that. Completeness attributes provide a quick and easy way to see if a product has all the information it needs for a specific purpose. They work a little differently from other attributes in Plytics because rather than inputting a value for completeness attribute, you choose other attributes from your account that you want to track. And the completeness attribute then shows you how many of those other attributes have been filled in the form of a percentage. The more of these fields that are completed for a product, the higher that product's completeness percentage will be. Why is this helpful? Well, let's give you an idea by looking at how some Plytics users take advantage of this feature. One super handy use case is making sure your products are ready for particular marketplaces. As I'm sure you already discovered, each marketplace that you want to sell on has its own particular set of requirements for what information each product listing should contain and what format that information should be in. For example, if you've ever sold anything through Google Shopping, then you'll know that they require stuff like a unique ID number, a product title, and a link to a main image URL, among other things. By using these attributes as a basis for a Google Readiness Completeness attribute, you'll be able to see at a glance which of your products have all of that information that's necessary to be sold on Google. A lot of people also use completeness attributes to keep track of translations when selling in different languages or in different countries. It's a great way to make sure that you don't accidentally submit a product to the French or the Spanish version of your store with information that's missing. Completeness attributes are effective for facilitating and monitoring collaborations as well. If you have a completeness attribute based on the data that each team or team member is working on, then anyone wanting to check the status or progress that people have made can easily see how far along everyone is in no time. Some users even use these attributes to monitor their monitoring, if that even makes sense. They start by creating a dropdown or a Boolean for each individual who needs to check a product, and then they use all of those dropdowns or Booleans as the inputs for a completeness attribute. That way they can see how many of the necessary checks each product has gone through and how many has left. Apart from that, other uses are checking to see whether your products have all of the logistics information that they need for shipping, or if they've been fully enriched for SEO and marketing purposes, or if they have all of the images that they should. Really, the possibilities are endless. So how do you create completeness attributes in Plytics? Well, you click on the Settings tab here in the main menu, and the Attributes area will load by default, as long as you have permissions to access it. Here you'll click on the Create Attribute button at the top. Give your attribute a name and add a description that clearly defines the purpose of the attribute. In this case, Shopify Readiness. Now you'll select the type of attribute that you're creating, a completeness attribute, and click Next. Now you'll see another screen with a list of all of the attributes that can be used as part of a completeness attribute. Select individual attributes to build your completeness criteria or entire attribute groups. Combining these groups with completeness attributes is a massive time saver, and if you want to learn how to create attribute groups, check out the video that we're linking here. Once you're finished, click on Create Attribute again, and your new completeness attribute will appear at the top of the list. When you want to check the completeness for a product, you can add that attribute as a column to the table view and hover over it to view which attributes are complete and which still need to be enriched. You can also view completeness attributes from the product detail page. Just make sure that the Show Completeness toggle is switched on, and if a completeness attribute doesn't appear for a certain product, make sure that you're looking at the correct attribute group, or choose All Custom Attributes in this dropdown. If you still don't see any completeness for that product, make sure that all the attributes included in it are also included in that product's family. If everything's in order, this means that when your resident Shopify expert is enriching product data in your account, they can use the Shopify Readiness Completeness attribute to see which products are done and which still need content before being uploaded to your Shopify store. What's more, they can also see which individual attributes are missing information, essentially giving them a to-do list. One final handy trick, if you combine your completeness attributes with the Smart List function, you can actually get your Plytics account to automatically generate product lists that fulfill various different criteria at the same time. Imagine you want to sell through Google and make sure that all of your products are accessible for customers in the US, the UK, France, and Germany. You could make a smart list just for products that meet Google's product data standards, have English, French, and German translations, and that have all of the relevant international shipping information. You could then use this smart list as the basis for an automatic feed going to your Google Merchant Center. Therefore, making sure that only products that have all of the necessary enrichment get pushed to market on that channel. And that's it. Use these attributes well, and you'll easily be able to see how ready your products are for different marketplaces and channels at any time. I hope this video helps you keep your data a little more organized. And if there's another topic that you'd like to see us make a video about, let us know in the comments. And of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to find a constant supply of videos on best practices for managing your product information, along with general e-commerce tips to grow your business. Thanks for watching.